Hope you're going well. Sheep work this morning, so running the ewe lambs in. We've got a store sale coming up in about 10 days time, 8 days time, something like that. So we've listed, it's in Cora's annual October first cross ewe store sale, so we haven't had any lambs in it for a while now, for probably 3 or 4 years probably. We've generally sold them privately on farm. So plan is this morning, I'm just going to run them in and run them all across the scales, and we'll just draft them up, get a draft out of them that way. So as I said, I think we've got 200 listed in that sale. There aren't actually a lot of ewe lambs surprisingly in that sale. Usually there's might be a couple of thousand, something like that. So and I think there's 450 or 500, so it's definitely down on usual years or other years. Yeah, so we'll see how we go. If we've got more than 200, I'm not too stressed. Yeah, so and then yeah, we'll get the other guys. Hopefully Tony will finish the speed tilling today, and I've got Lily on the grader board, or not at the moment, but she's been on the grader board, just basically following Tony where he's been going on the rice ground. But I'll get her, if the hay's good to go, I'll get her out on the windrower cutting hay. So yeah, that's sort of the plan. And then because the board will need packing up and shifting between sort of bays, so it's a bit heavy for her on her own. So she might as well be out there, and she can yeah, perch up in the windrower, no worries, and I can do the boarding. So anyway, we'll get these young ladies in, and they look all right in the paddock here. So good length about them, a bit of cover. So yeah, no, they should draft up pretty well, hopefully. Sit down, sit. All right, we're all drafted up. So we've got 222, I think, ewe lambs for the sale. So there'll probably be a small tail we'll take out. So I've backlined them all for flies. So it's basically just like an area guard, effectively, and it gives them, depending on rainfall and that sort of stuff, but it gives about 18 to 20 weeks cover or something like that, I think. So yeah, they should be right to go to a new home. So the agent's supposed to be coming to have a look at them, so I'm just going to leave them here in the yards. Yeah, had to ear tag a few and that, but we weighed. I didn't get any footage of it, but we weighed the whole. What there was 700 or something like that. So yeah, so I've been out and looked at the hay. We're just going to wait a day or two. The head just needs to. Ben, who came and looked at it, he just reckoned to give it a day or two and just let the head get out a little bit more. So we're going to do that. Tony's here on the speed tiller, Lily's on the grader board, and the phone's ringing. So here's the agent now. Righto, jump forward a few hours. The guys are knocked off. Tony's got the multi-disking finished, and Lily's just got the last sort of 4 or 5 blocks to do, so she's been going pretty well too. Yeah, all the lambs are back in the paddock. Now I mentioned on the last one that we had been shopping, and it definitely wasn't in the budget this, but just with the amount of hay we've had to do and the battle we've been having, we've bought a new mower-conditioner. So, and look, shout out to Cobram Farm Equipment, Aaron in there. I spoke to him on Wednesday last week, late in the afternoon, when we were having trouble with our job, when we first had trouble with the, when we thought we'd blown the hydraulic motor up again on the other front. Rang him just to see what the possibilities were of a new one, what they were worth, what second-hand stuff they had. They actually had this one. This is a 4-metre machine, so they had a 5-metre machine as well in Melbourne. And yeah, I sort of slept on it, and then we sort of got the machine going again that Wednesday night, and then by sort of Thursday afternoon it was just like, this isn't working, it's far too slow and we need to do something. So pulled the trigger on it. and we'd probably left our run a bit late for them to go to Melbourne and pick the... Well, we had left our run a bit late on the Thursday to go to Melbourne on the Friday to pick it up. So they've been down yesterday, Monday, picked it up, got it back to the dealership in town, and PD'd it, put it together, and got it out here by 2:30 or something, 3 o'clock today. So it's, what are we? So we're 5 o'clock now. So we've actually got a meeting tonight. So I just thought I'd come back over. We've done a round. The boys came over and we just set it up, made sure it was working all right. I've got a meeting in a couple of hours, so I'm just gonna, have a bit of a play, just open this block up. I'll probably go back down to where we were contracting just to finish it off. There's 2 or 3 or 4 hours down there, so I'll go and do that tomorrow just to get it cleaned up out of the road. And then we're gonna slip into this. Probably pick the dry spots out the next day or so. And just try and get it in a row, because it is going off pretty quickly, and especially with Thursday coming, it's gonna dry it even more. So it's a razor bar one. So from my understanding, I don't know a hell of a lot about mower conditioners, but the Massey's I know the Massey's self-propelled mowers are the bee's knees, and I think they've now put these into a trailing type one. As I said, 4 metre. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 discs. That's where all the business is done there with the conditioner rollers. So, and basically the boys have basically said, go as quickly as you can sitting in the seat of the tractor. So I think they're a pretty high capacity machine, and even the first lap I did with Aaron, I was doing 10 kilometres an hour, whereas with the other thing we're probably averaging 6 at the most. And I wasn't pushing it by any stretch. So anyway, we'll get cracking and do half an hour, and then that'll do today anyway. Righto, we are zooming at a hefty 15 kilometres an hour. I don't know whether the baby fence got any more in her actually, so it's working, especially where the crop's a bit crop's heavy. Let's see how we go, but just bear with me, we'll go through a bit of a drain. Apologies, the window's isn't super clean, but So this is going to speed the job up exponentially, which is sort of what I was hoping. It's going to be a good thing. So, good finance rate and that on it too, which is probably was a bit of it. So had a bit to do with it. Just financed it over 3 years, and but the plan is we're going to have plenty of hay going forward, so we'll put that other mower back together and sell it and sort of get what we can for it, and then that money can go into this machine then. So anyway, happy days. So we've got a big couple of days in front of us. Just getting our own hay on the ground now. And I don't know, like the crops are going backwards. They do have a 5 or 6 mil of rain forecast for Monday, I think. What's today? Today's Tuesday? Today's Tuesday, so, but same old story, that's a week away, so it's a bit hard to bet the farm on that one, but look, anything just to keep things going at the moment would be better than nothing, and 5 mil's not going to affect the hay job really. So, but we're going to have quite a lot of hay, so if anyone's looking for some hay, sing out, because it's going to be a fair bit done, which is good. Righto, hay for days. There's going to be a bit here. So anyway, and sort of initial impressions, really, really good. So doing a really good job. We'll do a couple more hours and then we'll just run a spanner over it. The guys just said to check wheel nuts and gearbox nuts and that sort of stuff. Everything has been Loctited, but you never know, they might have missed one or something, but they did just say to just run a socket over it. Yeah, so I'm not too sure. We'll probably go and finish the contracting job, I think, first. Whether I finish this block here now that I've started. But I reckon we're doing close to 6 hectares an hour, whereas before we're only doing about 2.5, roughly. So yeah, we've doubled and some our capacity. So yeah, no, good thing. So anyway, as I said, we're sort of always doing a bit of hay, but we'll probably try and do a bit more going forward. It just sort of suits the program reasonably well. So yeah, all right, enough of me. I'm going to knock off, and yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.